Well, hello and welcome back to Street Pigeon MTB, your home of mountain biking vlogs, finding the best trails in Scotland, the UK and further afield. In today's video we are going to be looking at the sub 250 gram drone from DJI, the DJI Mini 3 Pro. I've owned the drone for about 6 months now, and in this video I'm going to tell you why I think it might just be the perfect drone for mountain biking, but I have a few reservations. The DJI Mini 3 Pro was released earlier this year. It's a very impressive piece of kit. Despite its compact nature, it is packed with features, lots of autonomous features, including Follow Me. In this video, rather than focus on all those features, because if you want to find out about the features, you can go and look at other vids, I'm going to really focus on trying to give a brief summary of the things that I think work really well for this drone, but also considering some things that I feel don't work quite as well. Hopefully this video will put you in a position where if you're looking to buy this drone for mountain biking or other action sports, you can make an informed decision about it. So let's start with the advantages, and to be fair, this drone has a lot of advantages. It's pretty mind-blowing. The thing that I've got to mention first of all is just the quality of the footage. From what appears to be a very small camera, we can get fantastic 4K footage. And for people like myself who are wanting to share the environments that they're in, this drone can capture some incredible stuff. The way the footage is able to show the landscape, the depths, the grandeur of the places we ride is absolutely phenomenal. And the plus side is you don't need to be a rocket scientist to get good footage. Sticking the camera on Pro mode, setting a white balance, setting a shutter speed, sounds complicated, but it's not. Do those things and straight away you can get cinematic style footage. It really is quite incredible. The second thing that I think stands out about this drone is the autonomous features. You can set the drone up into the sky and it will go away and capture shots for you. Now, if you're a bit of an amateur like me and you don't have huge depth of skill flying a drone, these features are incredible. But the standout one for mountain biking is the ability for this drone to follow you down the trails. Now, the Follow Me isn't perfect, but the footage that you can get from the Follow Me really changes the way that you're able to record your experiences out in the wild, and it's a really incredible feature. The final thing that I want to talk about is just the form factor and size. This thing is absolutely tiny, unreal, fits in your hand. Combined with the controller and the other accessories, this thing will easily fit in a rucksack, coming in at a total weight with all the batteries and things of less than 1 kilogram. So it's definitely something that is easily transportable on your mountain biking adventures. So you might well be thinking that this is absolutely the perfect drone, an amazing thing. Why is it not perfect? Well, there are a few things for me, a few niggles that just mean that this isn't quite the perfect drone, but I think DJI are pretty close to making the perfect drone. So first of all, the drone does have multi-directional obstacle avoidance. What that means is when it's going forwards, when it's going backwards, it can detect obstacles. So when you're using Follow Me, it's really needed. It's also really handy if you're an amateur pilot and you're getting used to it. The thing will stop or it will bypass objects. However, the directional obstacle avoidance only works forward, backwards and downwards. There is no sideways obstacle avoidance. Now this is problematic in Follow Me. You can set the drone to follow you from the side. You have to be really aware of the environment you're in. So for up on the mountains, absolutely works, especially if you're heading down the hill. But if you're heading down an area that might have the odd tree dotted around, it's a bit of a risk. For me, the perfect drone, and maybe they'll see it in the next one, will have a drone that size with full directional obstacle avoidance. The second flaw for me involves this controller. Now, what I would say is it's a really beautiful piece of kit, but to organize the Follow Me function of the drone, you set the Follow Me on the controller, you then stack this controller away, and effectively the drone is using a sort of visual discrimination to find you. In other words, the drone is clever enough to work out the object that's following, and it's going to track it using the camera visually. Now the problem is this can be a bit of a faff. If you are setting the follow me, you're then putting the controller away, you're then getting the drone to follow you. Although you can get some very natural looking footage in the edits, there is some faffing about. A better option, in my opinion, would be to have some sort of smaller GPS controller, a beacon like the Skydio that you could place in your pocket, and actually the drone would then follow the GPS signal. It would be less faff, and for mountain biking adventures, action sports adventures where you just need the drone to follow you, I think that would be a better solution. One other little issue that I have, and it is linked to the size of the drone. The drone is absolutely tiny, it's compact, that gives it loads of advantages. However, the size does become an issue when the wind speeds pick up. When it gets really windy, the drone is just too light, it's not powerful enough, and it can get blown around. The final thing I've got to mention is the cost. And in my opinion, the cost is prohibitive. Now, it is a fantastic piece of kit. However, if you're going to be using it for mountain biking, buying the standard kit, the standard drone on its own, and buying the standard controller is not going to work particularly well. The kit that I bought, that I think is the kit that you will need if you're going to run this as a mountain biker and take it out on your adventures, is the Fly More kit. I bought the drone with the Fly More kit, so I had the extra batteries, the top-notch controller. I also added some protection from DJI, so crash replacement, because I didn't trust myself not to bin it. And in total, I paid close to £1,400. Now, £1,400, I mean, the kit is incredible, but for a lot of people, that cost is just going to be way too high. So yeah, overall, I do think the DJI Mini 3 Pro is just an incredible drone. It might well be the ultimate drone for mountain bikers. However, it's not perfect. I'm keen to see what future iterations look like, to see if they can absolutely nail this with the next model. Hopefully this review has been really helpful, has given you a bit of a summary of what the drone's like, and has given you some ideas should you be inclined to be thinking about buying it. Anyway, that's all for now. If you've liked the video and you found it informative, please consider hitting that like. It always helps with the algorithm and all that jazz. And see you back on the channel again soon for some more mountain biking vlogs.